Welcome back to another video. Now we're gonna get right into it. Before we start, I want to save you guys time. Make sure you use the timestamps in the description or in the comments. Now it will be the pinned comment from my channel. Let's get into it. Now listen, I want to tell you guys, first and foremost, all of this civilian talk and all of this gangster talk, listen, I am a civilian. All of these commentators, the people that you watch on YouTube, are civilians. So listen, before you start getting us involved saying you're wrong for reporting on this or you're wrong for reporting on that, listen, it's our job. This is how we get our money. And at the end of the day, we're not reporting stories on two people that don't know they're being recorded. Clubhouse is a recorded application. Take that with a grain of salt when people say the civilian talk and the gangster talk. Now listen, man, Wack100 has responded to Jim Jones. Now, if you guys don't know, quick history. Now, this all started when Wack100, 6ix9ine, and DJ Akademiks had a podcast that went viral all over the internet. It was a 3-hour podcast. Long story short, after the podcast, people had additional questions. This is when Wack100 and 6ix9ine went to the Clubhouse application. Clubhouse application is a recorded phone call, pretty much at the end of the day. In this particular Clubhouse room, it's like a chat line. In this particular room, it was a lot of New York people asking 6ix9ine questions. 6ix9ine was answering the questions at first, and then Jim Jones' name came up. So a lot of people wanted to know about Jim Jones and how he was involved in the case. Now this is when 6ix9ine went off that rant saying that Jim Jones knows him and he was on a wiretap and he wants to know why he wasn't arrested. Wack100 came in and said something. This is when fuel to the fire pretty much spread viral over the internet, and I've been reporting on it. Now Wack100 was pretty much talking about Jim Jones. He even went on his Instagram story to talk about Jim Jones. This is when Jim Jones finally responded. Now, Jim Jones responded yesterday, and I reported the video, and he responded about Wack100 saying he was fake, no one will respect him and things like that. Now, in this Clubhouse room, Wack100 didn't go into the chat room to talk to Jim Jones. Now, in this video, you'll find out why he didn't go in there, because he explains it. So listen, this is the Clubhouse from last night. Pretty much Wack100 responded to Jim Jones from the Clubhouse that happened yesterday with him and Trav. Now, I'm going to talk about it. Now, just to give you guys a quick recap, like I said, I'm a civilian. I might change my channel to civilian talk for the next 3 months, because what I do is I pretty much take the gangster talk and decipher it, really regurgitate it and decipher it for the people that don't understand the certain words or the certain slang that they're using. Now, this particular Clubhouse, it starts in response to Jim Jones again. Now, Wack100 was saying, Jim Jones said all of this, I've been starting this and all of this extra stuff, according to Wack100. Wack100 wants to know about the wiretap. He addressed everything but the wiretap. Wack100 also explains why he didn't go into the Clubhouse room. Now, Wack100 explained that he didn't go into the Clubhouse room because it was only 300 people in the room at one point. Wack100 wanted to bounce in the room and go to another Clubhouse room where it was a little bit more fair and a little bit more even, because all of the people, or majority of the people, were Jim Jones fans. So he felt like it was biased. So he was trying to get him into a bigger room where it was more of Wack100 fans or supporters and Jim Jones fans and supporters, where the questions and the conversation would be more even, which is understandable. It wasn't because he was scared, according to Wack100. Wack100 also says that the people that brought Jim Jones into that Clubhouse, they only brought them in there to actually get views in that Clubhouse room. Now, during that conversation on the Clubhouse with Wack100, they said that Jim Jones was scared to be in the Clubhouse room. To say the least, they said that Jim Jones was only in the room for about 10 minutes. Now, Wack100 kept reiterating that he wants to know about the wiretap with Jim Jones. If you guys don't know about the wiretap, Jim Jones was on the phone with Mel Matrix, and they were talking about doing something to 6ix9ine. Now, Wack100 wants to know why Jim Jones hasn't been arrested for conspiring and having a conspiracy to do something. This is the big question that everyone wants to know in that Wack100 room. Wack100 is really saying that Jim Jones is running from something. Another person that was in the room with Jim Jones was Trav. Now, I have to clear this up because a lot of people have it misconstrued. Now Wack100 is confusing SlowBucks, who runs a clothing company, with Trav. It's from the same area, from the same borough in New York, but Wack100 had that confused. I want to clear it up for you guys. Trav is the rapper. Like I said, he's the goon. In the video before, I said he's the goon because he's known for being a goon to 50 Cent. Wack100 got it misconstrued and said that 50 Cent beat up Trav on the Summer Jam concert, which is inaccurate. Just calling a spade a spade. SlowBucks was the person that got beat up on stage and got his chain snatched. Nothing to discredit SlowBucks, but it was two different people. Just want to clear that up. Now, Wack100 says he's not turning down nothing, and he says what he said And if anything happens, he says quickly turn into violence. He run into anybody that has a problem with, it's turning into violence. Now he says that Jim Jones is scared of 6ix9ine, and this is why he was attacking him, but he wasn't attacking him directly. He was saying that he had to run and get Mel Matrix to say something about 6ix9ine. Wack100 through this phone call, he was definitely doubling down. He feels like Jim Jones is running from something, and he kept mentioning that wiretap. I'm kind of confused and curious to see what's this wiretap about. Like, I've heard it live and I've heard people talk about it, but Jim Jones is definitely not going to address it. I don't know if because he doesn't want people in his business or, you know, he feel he was wrong about it. Now, lastly, Wack100 explains that Jim Jones is broke. Now, this is according to Wack100. He says because when these newspaper clips came out and all of this defamation of character or whatever the case that people are regurgitating, he said that Jim Jones should have sued for defamation of character if all of this information was false. But Wack100 was saying that these newscasters, these journalists, these like physical print newspapers can't be lying because they have to get the information confirmed and approved by a higher power. 100 is saying Jim Jones is pretty much capping. In this video, I want to make sure I'm going to give you guys the timestamps, but there's a lot of good information if you really look at it. Now, Wack100 says he's been in and out of prison since he's been a young boy, so he knows the laws, and they were talking about conspiracy, dry conspiracy, and Wack100 even gives examples of why he feels Jim Jones is a part of this case because of the phone call. The phone call was brought up in court. If Jim Jones' phone call is brought up in court, then that means he's a part of the indictment. Now, Jim Jones kept saying, you guys are going to get me indicted. This conversation is going to get me indicted. But Wack100 is simply saying, you already been indicted because your phone call is included with the court case. Now, here's Wack100 response to Jim Jones once again. I will have the timestamps below. Check it out.
Versus some real shit versus when a motherfucker's being a rapper. So when a motherfucker get in there and say, yo, I put on for my city, you heard? I put the city to work, all that's cool. But the wiretap. Back to the wiretap. They let a nigga go in there and talk about everything but the wiretap.
Hey, he didn't say one thing about the wiretap.
Not one thing about the wiretap.
Not one thing, Wack. I was going in there every.
I provide for the black man. Look, all that's cool.
Hey, I heard that too.
All that's cool, but what about the wiretap?
My business is for the black.
My business is for the blacks. And whoop, all that's cool. What about the wiretap? I'm not gonna address what a snitch say. See, it's one thing I know. One cooperant knows another one, because they usually let a motherfucker know cooperate to try to convince you it's cool to cooperate. They'll tell you, hey, such and such has already done this. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing to business. But that shit was crazy. I said, yo, is anybody gonna get this dude back on the narrative? Because you gotta understand, right? What Jim don't know is they invited him into the room. It was 2 rooms yesterday going on. Till they thought that they room would get some people in there, right? So the first thing I do, right, is I look at how many people in that room, right? With Jim in there with my name in the caption, it was only like 300 people in there, right? So I'm already knowing I got a room set up on Sleepers to kick off. The reason why I stayed in that room is because I was gonna string it to about 8:05 and then tell everybody in the middle of it, I'm out. Y'all wanna talk to me, I'm in Sleepers, right? I'm trying to kidnap the room. I know what I'm doing. So for me to go to Jim Jones' room, the traffic that I was just in front of, as soon as they see my name over there, it's gonna drive the traffic over there. I'm trying to drive the motherfucker to Sleepers. But Rocky didn't have the room open. When I did it, I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? The room wasn't open. You know what I mean? So he like, bro, I saw you in that room. I'm like, nigga, I'm in the motherfucking room so I can steal the room. It's more than one way. If I got everybody's intention, if 700 then went to 2,500, that means 1,800 motherfuckers that came in there because of me, right? And I'd say, hey, y'all want to talk to me? I'm going over here. And I leave, a percentage of that 18 is going to follow. You know what I'm saying? It's simple math. So that's if I'd have went in Jim's room, they shit was going to go through the roof. And whoever room that was going to pick up some greenhouse follows and all that. You know,
for sure.
Believe it or not, there's strategy to this shit. And they only brought Jim in there because they thought Jim's name could do some numbers. They had a few names in other rooms that didn't do no numbers. We've been fucking them up. We've been fucking over everybody. Yeah,
Yeah,
because if I
that's
go
100.
somewhere else,
Yeah, yeah.
if I
You
go
still
some,
fucked with their head because I listened to them later on that night. And by the way, Jim Jones was in there for about 10 minutes tops, bro. Maybe 10 minutes. The rest of the night they just kept on jabbering and jabbering.
you
But
know why he
yeah,
was
you
only in it for 10 minutes? Because he don't know who gonna come in there and say, hey, fuck all that. What's happening with this?
Yeah, I want to know
You
why
know, you
he
know what
had
I'm
to
saying?
call.
Like, bro, if when I done got in trouble and I done did some shit I ain't supposed to do, I'm trying to get the fuck away from my wife, bro. I'm trying to get out that door to that car, my nigga. I'm a man. I know what guilty men do, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, y'all really let this nigga, but you got a room full of his fans. Yeah, I put the city on my back. You heard? Like Snoop did Cali, you heard? I won't look, fuck all that, bro.
That was the throw
You just,
off, cut. That was the throw
that's the
off.
throw off. Fuck all that.
and
We talk
and
about this Wiretap, this conspiracy, where it went, bro. Where's that, my nigga? Like, what's happening, my nigga? Okay, so listen, 6ix9ine called him out on being a cooperating because you won't know it. Now instead of him addressing 6ix9ine, he go get a nigga from jail. Yo, remember he didn't say nothing but cause you let everybody know who you talking about. I'm talking about Wack100. See, he respond to mail murder, then right back on the square it's supposed to be on. What's happening with this conspiracy right here, my nigga? What's happening? He still ain't addressed it. He ain't addressed it, my nigga. He running from something. I'm a man. I know, and I didn't ran from shit. You know what I'm saying? Ask your girl, hey baby, what that $500 I left in the
Nigga, he going too far.
Yo, man, listen, man. Trav is the same nigga. Let me remind y'all. See, these niggas he extra out. That's the same nigga 50 Cent. They put hands on the
yeah,
nigga
when
after
he
the
on
summer
stage with
jam,
50,
bro. Yeah, they fucked him up. They beat him up on the stage, my nigga.
y'all can YouTube that.
Selling
That
clothes
nigga
and
then
people
got
punching back.
punched out and then did nothing about it, bro. Couple times, my nigga. He run with everybody, flunky to Meek Mills. He come over here with these niggas. He go over there. He just a little circle rat. That's what I'm like, come on, bro. He talking about, I'm crashing. I'm a crash and burn with mine. Come on, my nigga. But what happened? What happened when you got ran into then, nigga? What we doing, my nigga? Because one thing y'all ain't gonna never find on Wack, there's never going to be an approach where it's not immediate violence. I'm getting off. Period. Win, lose, or draw, nigga, I'm getting off. I don't know nothing about you got to fuck me up. That's just what it is, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the baddest motherfucker, but I'm hard in the motherfucker. And I'm squabbling and whatever else nigga want to do. I'm with whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Flat out.
That's it, my nigga. Hey, I don't do the in the ring shit, the card, who had the most punches. All I can guarantee you is you gonna know after the fight, you was just involved in the fight. That's it. And if you let me get my little short, strong, stocky ass get up on you, I'm breaking shit. For sure, for sure. 30 for 30. I'm breaking some shit. If that don't work, we going to the earth. We playing down there. I'm the youngest of all boys. I learned to get my ass whooped before I learned how to win. So I ain't tripping.
Flat out.
Straight up. You know what
Flat
I'm
out.
saying? It's just gonna be a squabble.
boy said we're going
That's
down to the earth. We're going to
oh
the
yeah, nigga. Hey, bro, listen. I am not a
oh
boxer.
God.
I
Oh
am
God.
not a boxer, nigga. I am a squabbler. If this
I
shit don't work
squab.
standing up, and I see you trying to put that space in us between us, oh no, we going to the earth, nigga. We going down there.
But the crazy shit, this shit is documented. This ain't some shit that motherfuckers don't know. Half of these
Yeah, it's
niggas
right there.
I ain't never seen these niggas scrap before. I ain't never seen none of these niggas squabble. But I know who can do it and who can't,
I'm
goddamn
That's with that
fighting,
left
nigga.
hand, that left wacko, that
I
left.
promise you, I'm fighting, my nigga. Listen, I ain't got no smooth, light skin, green eyes with long hair, nigga. I'm a roughneck, nigga. I don't give a fuck about getting hit, nigga. Shit, you can beat this face up, nigga. It ain't just gonna be what it's gonna be. You gonna take some of this shit too, nigga. You can believe that. I ain't tripping. But it's funny with Jim because Jim called me out of time, my nigga, and I was like, that nigga scared of that little kid, bro, because he tried to rotate that narrative to me like I said it. Nigga, I didn't say it. Nigga, the kid said it, nigga. All I said was when they said, what the paperwork, I said, yo, the video up on Google, it's a video like 10 minutes long. And how Jim was on it, you took the position of shot caller all day. Ain't no getting out. Nah, you don't talk to TMZ. Let them talk to TMZ. Y'all make the move on the security. Smash security, they gonna have to get away from the nigga. They ain't gonna run him in the house. They ain't got no fire because they this, that. Move on the security. And then the cold part about it is they actually moved on the security days later. That's what make it even worse. This ain't even a attempted conspiracy. Nigga, this some shit that they listened to you put together and it happened.
Premeditated.
Yeah, nigga, what you mean? Everybody in there on phone tap indictments, but you. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
I gotta put in a whole understand that just in the
That's what I
politics that they
told
was
him,
talking
bro.
about.
I told him that, but see, it was deeper than that because when the kid hadn't went bad on him yet, we called out there and talked to Jim Jones and Mel Murder and told him, y'all going too far with this kid. Got this red rag in his hand. He's saying, fuck Chicago, fuck Houston, fuck these niggas, this niggas. Yo, my nigga, y'all need to control that kid or take that flag out of his hand. Wack, it's a business move for the block. We got control of it. Respectfully, if you can let New York do New York, we gonna deal with whatever come with it, all that. Okay, cool. So now, nigga, this will come with it. Deal with it, nigga. Don't. Anybody with half a brain gonna be like, yo, Jim. See, you know, one thing I noticed about my New York cats, the ones that's like, that suave shit, you know, they got all the little sayings. You know, I'm 10 toes down and 9 inches of quicksand. They say all kind of shit, right? Right?
Yeah.
So when he comes in with the this, I put the city on my back. We not questioning you represent Harlem. That's not what we talking about. We're not questioning. No, I do good music. We not questioning your music. We are questioning this motherfucking wiretap, where clearly you are conspiring to commit a violent act that was actually carried out, and why you never did a day in jail. We ain't seeing you cuffs. That's what's happening.
Oh, but Wack trying to get niggas indicted. Nigga, you already indicted
You
off that shit,
already on the
nigga.
motherfucking shit. I'm
Yeah, he
like, what
tried
are
to
these
say.
niggas talking about?
Yeah, he tried to say Wack trying to take down black man. That's what he said. He tried to take black man down. That's what he said.
Bro, you already on the wiretap, motherfucker. I ain't talking about no shit. I didn't put up a recorded conversation. Nigga, you do know that wiretap come from the federal courts, right? They played that in the courtroom. That's why it's public record out like that. That
Wack,
ain't
if
no
you
shit.
won 100 like this, boy, they would love to pull something from your past or something, but you too
Oh,
solid, so
bro.
there ain't
Hey,
nothing to
bro.
pull. Ain't
Hey,
nothing to
bro, it
pull.
ain't nothing to pull. I didn't have a,
But they would
bro.
love it. They would love
Hey,
it.
I didn't took my licks, bro. Hey, listen, I didn't took some L's because I wasn't, I didn't took some L's that was wins. It's niggas that'll tell you, man, that nigga walked up in that tank. It was 9 of us. The police asked him, yo, you want to step out? Nah, nigga, I ain't stepping out nothing. I knew when the door closed what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no nigga going to say, oh, that nigga rolled it up. Oh, this would happen. Oh, he over here fucking with a tranny. Oh, no, ain't none of that. Oh, he a drug hit. No, ain't none of that. I know, and everything I'ma do, I'ma stand on. That's when they say whack. But you weren't supposed to. Who said I wasn't supposed to? Because last I remember, I make my motherfucking decisions. What you mean? I did it because it's what I wanted to do. Whether you like it or not, I'm telling you, it's what I did. Nigga, I'ma own up to my shit. Yeah, I did that. Well,
Man,
whack, what if you pull the paperwork on the other nigga and the black and white is different from the news report paperwork? I said, you know what I'm gonna
That's
do?
another thing. They did not want you to spend that 25.
Oh my God, bro. Listen.
They didn't want you to spend the
They
25
like,
so
why you
bad,
gonna
bro.
do that? What you mean? Why I'm gonna
I
do it?
get it for free. I get it for free. You working with the people if you get shit like that for free.
I'm like, bro, this what I'm gonna see. This what I know. We all know. When them news reports go in before they come out, they gotta get checked, cross reference, all that. when you dealing with criminal cases, all they doing is pulling it from the doing. Whether it's in favor of you or not, they the news. They don't give a fuck. What it say? You could say the man said, "Fuck the world, give me 100 years." They gonna print that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna say, you know, dude cooperated and did this. So I said, look, bro, why that nigga ain't sued for defamation of character then? For putting his life in jeopardy, for putting that in the newspaper like that.
Real quick,
He ain't got
real
no
quick.
money.
Real,
That's
then
exactly what
when it
happened.
went bad on him,
That's
now
exactly
everybody's
what
looking
happened.
to the
That's what
outside like, why
happened,
don't
bro.
y'all
That's
do
what
Listen,
something
happened.
bro.
about him?
Me
He
and my
fucked us
nigga
up.
Wacko, we called out there and we had Jim Jones and Mel Murder on the phone, bro. When he hadn't went bad, the police wasn't involved yet that we knew about, and told him, "Hey, bro, you can't." And they was like, "Man, it's a money play." If you listen to Jim Jones Wiretap, he's saying everything that I was telling him. Now he's saying the opposite. He in the game, remember? He getting kicked out the car. He ain't from the Shotty got it. Nah, nigga, it's on y'all as a collective community, my nigga. Y'all blocked, y'all did that shit.
Crack your
But
ass.
see, this how I
So
go, Gov. Let me tell you how what they'll do, bro. They'll see they got him, right?
yeah,
And they'll know it's a whole nother situation way over there in Detroit, right?
right.
That we know that this dude got knowledge of. Listen, grab this motherfucker. Hey, look, motherfucker. We got you right here on this tab. This shit carry 10 to 15 right now. Or what you know about this. Niggas can get them people information that lead to a lead to get information to get a nigga, and they'll go head on and look the other way. This is what we do know. Ain't no way that shit you did or said on there is going unnoticed. No. Niggas just get, hey, bro, let me tell you, I'll call the feds if Gov. If you call me, Wack, what up, my nigga, what up? Hey, look, nigga, I'm trying to buy some weed. Hey, Gov, I got a job at the post office, nephew. I don't even sell weed. Damn, Wack, but listen, you can call my nigga E. Here go his phone number. He got it. I got a phone count, dry conspiracy right there. Just because I directed you where to get it.
Hey, that's what happened. That's what happened with my shit. I gave a nigga called me for some funny money.
I
And
told
hey,
you.
listen, Wack. A nigga called me for some funny money. I know the nigga that got it, but a nigga calling me, and all I did was give a nigga a phone number. I'm in court for that shit.
It's called dry conspiracy. It
Hell
carried
yeah.
like a nickel.
That shit crazy than a motherfucker.
Bro, I didn't spend over $1 million in attorney fees, bro. I've been doing time since I've been 11, 12 years old. I hit the penitentiary at 16. I didn't fought 2 bodies. Nigga, I didn't fought robberies. I ain't wasn't mine. That I had to ride and figure out how to find a way out this shit. Cause I knew they couldn't have me, cause I know I ain't the one pulled the robbery. Right? I understand the first thing a real criminal is supposed to do is understand the law and the laws you break. That's the only way you can get out of it, or know to evade it, or know how to blotch it up and fuck it up enough to give yourself a chance to beat it or get a deal. I always understood the law I was breaking, bro. Every time I would do something,
Obviously they don't. That's why they
attorney,
feel so
here
free to
go
do the most
1,000.
shit they do.
Yeah, like what it is, you got a bunch of niggas in there that don't understand what you're hearing, nigga, is a conspiracy to commit a violent crime, premeditated, that actually was carried out. Ain't no that God. You going it in that motherfucker right now because you told the nigga where to go, man.
Yeah, fact.
There you go, my nigga. The police is committing entrapment to get us, which I think is crazy, so they can break the law to persuade us to break the law. That's the craziest shit ever. And it was crazy about it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta keep it 100 on Power Room. I did some hoe ass shit because 6ix9ine wanted to bring it up in the interview, right? But I told 6ix9ine, I said, bro, I don't know what you talking about. He said, I know what I'm talking about. I got footage, right? And because I showed Jim favor, nigga was just out here, dog. Wack, I'm at the video shoot. He just did feature work for my artist like 30 days ago. And because I showed Jim favor, like y'all see me, I did Casanova the same way. He tried to pass me the phone with some paperwork. I'm like, look, nigga, I ain't got time to look at that right now. I could have looked at it, right? I could have did that. And if it was there, Akademiks, there you go, do what you do with that, right? I know Casanova and they're fighting what he's dealing with, so I'm gonna let them deal with that, right? And me and Casanova, our little relationship is kind of like bittersweet, so I didn't want to make it look like I was hating on the nigga, so I chose to step aside from that. I could have let 6ix9ine pull up that wiretap that I hadn't heard and play it and then had a conversation about it, and he would have been on blast on that fucking Spotify podcast that then went #1 in 18 countries. But I told him, hey, bro, don't bring that up because I ain't researched that. I did some punk shit, some hoe ass shit, and this was bothering me because I really tried to protect the nigga. Now, when we got in the clubhouse and the New York niggas is coming at him, I can't stop the nigga from saying what he gonna say. So Jim mad saying, if you wouldn't have gave him the platform, it wouldn't have been said. Hey, look, nigga, if it's something that need to be known about, god damn it, we ain't harboring no fugitives, my nigga. I already did the whole shit and didn't let him go there in the interview. See, I can admit when I do some whole shit, I tell you, man, I show favoritism. That's why I halfway understand the niggas in that room, but nigga, I don't understand how y'all see this nigga really running from what he's supposed to be talking about. I didn't know that
So
50 Cent had addressed it. Niggas started sending me shit. I guess
hell
50
yeah.
Cent been addressed. I didn't know. I didn't know, my nigga.
Yeah, that shit
You know?
old news. Like that shit, that nigga been yelling that shit. Any interview he get in, anybody that gives him the opportunity to speak, you know he done already went all out. Now this
He
nigga going for the
yeah,
gusto.
yeah. He already. See, this is his thing. Y'all selective politics. Okay, I know what I did. I did that. So what's up with him? And what's up with him? Y'all gonna act like that didn't happen? Oh, so just cause it's me. So y'all gonna act like y'all don't see that. Y'all didn't hear that. This why I don't respect the streets. I got a criminal history, bro. Long as a motherfucker. From the smallest crimes to fight murders. To doing time for attempts and 664s and 245s, all that. His wife is the police. Nigga, I don't know what type of vacation time she got. Okay? Because anybody that know me know when you see Wack, it's 99.9% you gonna see Wack wife. And I travels. I stay in the motherfucking head. Nigga, my kids, my grandkids, ain't none of them passing no background check. I done fucked them up with that. Not gonna happen. They're gonna ask you, have any of your next of kin ever been to prison, convicted of a felony? When they pull my shit up, I am classified as a gang member. I ain't just down to where I'm from. I'm classified out here as well as in the institutions for my acts and from niggas telling them he's the one. There's no way possible a nigga that got a half a brain can say, my wife is the police. Man, what is you talking about? My wife is the fucking police. Where that shit come from? They just throw anything out there, bro.
Hey, Wack, I got a question from the kites. Somebody
Yeah.
asked, isn't Jim Jones' phone call the main reason that 6ix9ine got picked up by the feds at that moment?
That's what I've been. Listen, bro. I addressed this in the room the other day. I said, look, I didn't say this in the initial room because y'all feeling like I'm trying to protect the kid. I'm not protecting the kid. I just let the kid come in and answer the questions y'all asking me for his goddamn self. I said, but bro, y'all acting like 6ix9ine got picked up and then he did what Frank Lucas did and sat there on the chalkboard and gave them everybody names and whereabouts of what they did. No. All them niggas was on them phones, a street nigga, violating street code, talking reckless on them phones, saying shit, indicting themselves and incriminating themselves. All them niggas was arrested at the same motherfucking time. That's why they serve indictments like that, so a nigga won't run. If it's 10 niggas they coming to get, they kicking in 10 doors. Cause they know if they go get 8 today and 2 tomorrow, there's a good chance them 2 gonna run. All them niggas was arrested at the same time based on their own incrimination. 6ix9ine did, they did with him was, hey, look, man, you the weak link, but check this out. Listen to this. Fucking your mother. They robbed you. They kidnapped you. We'll let you go. But we need you as a weapon saying you gonna collaborate everything we got them on. See, that's the difference between a nigga possibly beating something or them saying we can give you 50 years, you gonna take this 20? We got him collaborating. He collaborating what we got on the phone taps. And that would make a nigga take that deal. I know if I did some shit with my mans and they like, yo, your mans already done told us this is here and y'all drove here and left the car in this garage and y'all burnt it up. And I know that to be true. You looking at 30, Wack, you want to take this 15? Hey, man, run that. Today. I know. We know our truth. So when they come to us about what somebody, certain individual, and said, nigga, we're jumping on it. That's what trips me out. Like, bro, this little nigga didn't go to jail and he was in there and he just started telling on motherfuckers. They picked you niggas up all at the same time, the same day.
Like I said, I really agree, and I love how all of this information is coming out. I don't feel like it's discrediting anyone because both of them have the platforms to say their piece and say how they feel. If they want to get on the phone in a private conversation, that's up to them, but they're coming to the public, express their situation, express how they feel. Now, I say I like this because it's bringing light to the young ones, the young kids that's watching this video. They might click a video like that I put up, and they might learn something about the law, like I can't talk on the phone and say this, I can't be affiliated with this person. And at the end of the day, it's all about teaching the youth. So, you know, Jim Jones says he gives back to the community. And at the end of the day, I'm looking at it like that. It's giving back to the people, giving them information. And long story short, it might save someone from getting indicted or doing time. All of these people that Jim Jones and 6ix9ine were affiliated with, they're doing 10 plus years in federal prison. Now, this is something to be proud of at the end of the day. Yeah, let me know how you feel about this in the video. Thanks so much for getting to the end of the video. Thumbs up the video, subscribe if you're new, because if anything comes out about this situation, I'm coming right to you. And it's not going to be any fluff. It's going to be right to the point. Catch you in the next video. Signing out, and always love.